All right, this is commissioner training. Um, to commission is to actively trade levels of interest rates. The rate is the level of the interest in that category effectively. To commission is to actively trade interest rates affecting a fair trade value in spending in an open market. And that's a commissary of stores. A commissary, that's in a commissary, that's a collection of stores. This is the mall, which is what I'm going over now. So after you learn this stuff here, you will be a commissioner. Okay, so the first graph we're gonna look at is this here. This shows the basic needs, which is food, a roof over your head, and clothes. And that can be, you can sleep in a corner alley. You could have a shirt on or just nothing, a blanket, but you need these things to survive. And that's what my research has shown me. It's clothes, food, and shelter. So that's in this corner here. When you scale the triangle up, at the top of the triangle is the party. So that's where the drugs, the sex, all the fun, the dancing, and all that shit goes on. If you don't get drunk and dirty, go out of town, and you lost your keys and get fucked off and end up with nothing down here, you can go back down through the mall to your house, or you can just scale down and go right to your house. Usually people in the store work and save up money to go party on the weekend. That's what this design is typically concerning. 3 corners of the triangle, I'm sure there's more research there. So here in this corner here is the nothing corner. This is where the rapes, the shadow, the killings, the stealing, the shadows. This is where all this stuff goes on. When you have nothing, you're hungry and you're starving and you're saying, okay, do I go steal meat or die of starvation? So when you have nothing, you're over here. Somebody could pass you and say, hey, do you have anywhere to go? There's something to eat. And they say, oh no, help me. And I say, bombs on the street right here. Okay, yeah, I'll help you. Get in the car. They take you here. This might be a shelter or something, but now you're here. You're not here no more. Okay. I'm on crack or whatever. Okay, I'm hooked on hard drugs. Oh, you're clean. You've been here for a week. Okay, we're going out with the group. Okay, Johnny then snuck over here because he can get the dope over here. Oh, he got beat up. Oh, where is he? He didn't come back on another mission trip. Oh, hey, Johnny. Oh, yeah, can you help me out again? Yeah, now he's back here. So this is life here. These corners people go into, some people are addicted to the partying. So when Johnny got his stuff, he did some dope and he went up the ladder. And he found some people who were partying and fucking and doing the drugs. And he might have lost it all, ended up dirty, trading his shoes. He might have peed himself. He might have woke up was drunk and fell asleep in a pile of poop, dog poop, and woke up here. And then now he went back to here to get straight again. Some people who don't have a problem of slipping onto here or losing it all, they just stay in the house and they go to the stores and they work and they come home. Say they don't party on the weekend. They just go into the mall, do something, and then come back here. Say they don't have to go work or nothing and the bills are paid. They just stay here eating and watching TV or reading a book. And then they get a little money or their birthday, they're going to the mall, buy something. Oh, hey, you want to come hang out and party with us at my house this weekend? Oh, okay, cool. Now they're doing this. Oh, he took fentanyl. He died. He went all the way down. Now he's dead. So this is the mall area of how time is being spent. Okay, so we go into the next part here, and we can see that a presence of time. How big is your presence in the total mall area? Like McDonald's. McDonald's has a high presence here. You may hate their food. You may never go to the store. You may not go there no more. You may, I'll never go. I hate them. I see them all over the place, and they have a strong mall presence. So that might be McDonald's. So this is high, low, low, high. And because of that value, because of that equation, that formula that's fair of creating higher interest of mall presence or lower interest, it creates a different value of the time spent. Now, look right here, it communicates, the formula for fair trade is adjusting levels of interest, adjusting the levels of interest on these different things here. The mall, the overall presence, McDonald's. Oh, well, let's stop advertising for McDonald's this year. Okay, we're taking our interest level all the way down on the mall. So you can't find us in the public when you walk through the mall. Okay. Now, okay, because that creates a certain value, that communicates a certain value to someone who perceives you in the mall being there or not. It's communicating a value. Yes. And the value of the time spent is what is the commissary, what is the store. The communication of the value of the time spent is, I must have missed it, write that down, is the commission. The commission is what is the commissary, what is the store, what is this whole shit. This is the commission, the whole thing of fair trade. This is the whole commission of fair trade, adjusting these levels of interest. Okay, now you might have a Foot-Ruckers or somebody like that. They might be a little store here. McDonald's is everywhere, and they're just a little Foot-Ruckers here. So in the mall, they have a low presence. Their store market, they may be one of the best burgers in the burger industry. They may blow away all the reviews, blow away McDonald's. So their market presence is high. Well, while McDonald's may be crap, man, they're crap. They still have brown bag crap food. So Foot-Ruckers is store high, high customer satisfaction, low availability, low mall presence. What is that? What are these different interest levels at different rates? They're creating the. What is the interest of your mall presence? How interested are people in your market presence? How interested are people in you in the mall? What is your presence in the mall? What is the level of interest people have that you create in the mall presence? Like when you walk right into the mall, say you are home, okay, yeah, you pooped, you ate a hot dog, and I'm gonna go to the mall. You go here, and it's a big old billboard of some superstar singer. So they created a high interest level in their mall presence. Everyone who goes to the mall sees this big sign. Now everybody's on the computer saying their phones, wow, did you see that big thing? They may hate the product. They may not buy it at all. They may not even be their thing. They may see it once out of the year. All this be low, but this be super high because of a billboard. What that's doing, those different levels of interest, is communicating a value. It's communicating a value, whatever like an EQ, you can set and adjust these. And when you do that, that's the formula for fair trade. When you adjust the levels of interest and overall market presence, market store presence, overall mall presence, market store presence, customer satisfaction and repeat business, and how available and accessible you are, which is you're the satisfaction. That's what people look at you for. They may be satisfied in your mall presence alone. There may be a sexy girl with a big billboard there and people love looking at it. They don't want nothing else from you but that. They just want to glance at your pretty face. That communicates a certain value, okay? What those values are fair, okay? You can say, oh, she got her ass hanging out or whatever, she got her butt hanging out. And everybody knows she ain't nothing. Oh, people hate her. The past boyfriend she was with, oh, she only coming out during the Easter, whatever. Whatever the levels are, it's communicating. These interest levels that are 4 pillars in the commission of commissary are communicating a value, and it's fair to do that. It's fair to do that. You can be a horrible person and say, you're great here. These people hate you. You can be a great person and say, I'm one of the meanest people, and say that there. Just to communicate a value that you cannot communicate, that is being communicated in time spent, but here's the actual formula, okay? Here's the actual formula. This is the commission, what fair trade is. This is fair trade. When you trade to actively trade interest rates affecting the value in spending, okay, in an open market. And that's a commissary, a store. Open market is a collection of commissary of stores communicating value of the time spent. How long did you look at that picture? How long were you in the store? How long did you was in there trying products out? Did you buy anything? Did you go in and out real quick? Did you come to the store for this and ended up over here in the corner over here or something? Like what this is all the commission of when you enter the mall, the basic needs. So here's the formula right here. Okay, now the formula for fair trade is adjusting levels of interest. Here and these levels of interest communicate the value of the time spent. Okay, they communicate the value of the time spent. Revealing the fairness of trading, because anyone can adjust these levels and it's going to be fair. No one can say, oh, you lying, or oh, man, you need to have a high mall presence. No, that if you have a low mall presence, that's going to create a different value. You're going to be communicating a different value. I'll take one of my things, for example. I do astrology. I have a very low availability. I have a very low presence in the mall. My store is very low, built up. It's like janky, but my customer satisfaction is through the roof. People love me and they recommend me do readings for other people, but I have a very low presence. And that is communicating of a certain value that is fair for me to trade on or not. To trade the interest rates. And so people go through this all day and don't realize why they do spend on time they do, because you're interested. You're interested in something. What are you interested in? It's this, one of these. If you see a pretty girl walking down the street and you, oh man, I ain't seen her in forever. Where's she going? You might fucking follow her. You might, hey, I need you to be more available. And then I'm interested in you to that level. She did that, not on purpose, but that was the value. But when she went by real quick, she was letting you know that she's valuable to that degree, because she's not that available like that. So it creates a fair trade of time spent. So you might spend your whole day chasing her now. I mean, not really, but like, say you worked with her and now you spend your whole day thinking about her. It's how you spending your time. She might have created a high level of interest by not being available that much. Or high mall presence, you might call the number all the time and you get a voicemail, you never get them. You never get there. And it's all fair. It's all fair. And it's all evident as well. It's all evident. You're gonna know the value of things. And the value is, what is value? The value is the communication. The value is the communication of the time. The communication. Okay, so time's being spent right now, right? The value of the time is being communicated through these levels of interest, which are rooted in fair trade, in a fair trade economy, based on my research. The communication of value, the communication of time in value. The communication of time is interest. The communication of time in value is the formula for fair trade, adjusting levels of interest in overall presence, in personal presence, in customer satisfaction, and in availability. So the longer you look at this and stare at this with me, that's the longer you're interested in it. Like I'll sit and hold the camera right here. That's because the interest level is still there. I'm adjusting the interest rate. I'm being more interested in this. The time's ticking longer. I'm communicating the value of time right now. I'm communicating the value of time by adjusting levels of interest. And it's fair to do so. Going back and forth between overall presence, personal presence, customer satisfaction and repeat business, and availability. And that is what it means to be a commissioner, is to know fair trade. What is fair trade? What is a mall? What is personal satisfaction? What is public availability? What is supply and demand? Supply and demand is interest and availability. All of these things are what make you a commissioner and have commissioner training to know what commissary is and what a commission is. This is the commission. Commissary is the stores and what they're going to do to get you in and out of there and adjusting these level of interest rates. Okay, so all right. This completes the course for commissioner training here in a nutshell. And I'll just put these up here. And once you can't unknow this stuff, so it's pretty complete. And if there's an addition, I'll make an addition to it, but stuff's pretty complete.